Are you having problems finding products for your Amazon wholesale business? Well, I'm going to show you the exact process we use to find awesome products to sell via wholesale on Amazon in minutes instead of spending hours doing research. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you some pet products. We're going to look in pets, but this works in any of the 23 categories that you can do arbitrage in, buying products to resell on Amazon. So I'm using a tool called Sourcing Secret, and you may have seen in other videos and other courses and training how people spend hours looking and researching products. Well, with Sourcing Secret, we found some ways to do this in just minutes. So if you want to look at pet products, we're going to go over and look at Sourcing Secret, where you have to look at products over and over and research each one at a time. We can with Sourcing Secret, we can look at all of this in one place. You can select any of the 23 categories, like I said before, that you do arbitrage in, and do a lot of things like download the top 100,000 products, including rank and all that good stuff. But in this video, I'm going to show you how we just select whatever category we want, and then it's going to show you all the subcategories. But for now, we're just going to be looking at the brands. When we click on brands, we're going to see a ton of good stuff in the pet category. And again, you can do this in any category. I'm just using that as the example. But we can see that Sourcing Secret actually tracks over 26,000 different brands just in the pets category alone. There are hundreds of thousands of brands that are doing amazingly well on Amazon, and we can find all of them and get contact info for them. So Sourcing Secret kind of does everything from sourcing to finding the products all the way up to doing things like getting the contact info to reach out to those brands, which for a lot of people doing wholesale is the hardest part of the process. So we're just on the main screen for pet supplies. What it does is you can sort it by any column, of course, but the default and what we're looking at is what brands are the most prolific on Amazon recently, and that's looking at products that have recently been under 100,000 in rank. So we can see the number one product is Blueberry Pet and Kong. If you do pet toys, everybody knows Kong. There's 1,000 out of the top 100,000 recently that that are ranked well. So we know that's a great brand. So there's two ways that we do this. We look at the most popular ones, but again, sometimes I don't want to compete with hundreds of other sellers potentially, and we can narrow that down by whatever we want. We can look at products that only have between 10 and 20, 10 and 50, whatever it is you want, that'll weed out a lot of the brands that are private label and things like that. So I'm just going to look at this. We're looking at the top 100 brands right now, and I'll show you a few things. Now, the products, there's a number of products that are just in this category. If you click on all, it'll show you all the products across all the categories that have ranked well. And then all we're going to do usually is we'll download this list, and this is all the products. It's going to show us everything from Blueberry Pet. We can just go ahead and open that, and we can see the ASINs and the brand, the title, UPCs if they're available, of course the main category sales rank if it's hazmat, if Amazon's on it now, and history, and tons of other data, links to the Amazon page, the Keepa page, etc. A lot of times there won't be a part number or color, so that's why you see blank data. And of course these are for media, and it has packaging sizes and all that good stuff. So a ton of great data. We need to make a reliable to make some reliable decisions if we want to do business with that kind of company. And then from there, we decide, do we want to open it? So instead of going and doing a lot of research on Amazon that is just flawed, we can't just search in one category or one subcategory. And we also can't do things like, only find things from that brand, only find things that have sold. But with Sourcing Secret, they've reverse engineered that whole thing. So if you've heard of reverse wholesale sourcing, that's what this is. We're finding products that are already selling well, and then we're deciding if we want to do business with that company, and then we're reaching out to that brand. If we like this brand, all we have to do is, if we see the icon with the eye, we're going to, that'll already have the contact info. Now, if we see one with a question mark, that means nobody's contacted them yet. All you have to do is hit the question mark there. It's going to add it to your queue, and the Sourcing Secret team's going to go out and reach out to that brand and get the contact info for you. Now, if we want to reach out to them, we can see we have, they don't have a phone number for opening accounts, but they do have an email and a website, and if there's any issues, you can just mark that as an issue and send it back to them, and they'll find the right info, because obviously these companies are constantly changing phone numbers and updating email addresses and all that good stuff. So updating websites and the pages to sign up, change constantly. So all you have to do is hit that button, and it's going to be as easy as when you request one. And also it'll show you how much of, what percentage Amazon's on, how much they've ever been on, their average price, average rank, so a ton of good data to make reliable sourcing decisions. And then from there we can move on to reaching out to the brand, and they even have templates and all that good stuff. From going from hours to find one good brand, we can now do that in minutes. And they have a ton of other features like, spying on other competing sellers, which we'll show you in another video. And that's it. That's all there is to reaching out to brands, to finding good brands. It doesn't have to take hours. Now you can do it in just minutes. We'll have the link down in the description below, or you can just go to sourcingsecret.com and sign up, and let me know how it goes. Shoot us a message, leave me a comment, and let me know how it's going with Sourcing Secret.